100 Interesting Facts About the Life of Lev Tolstoy. Lev Tolstoy is known throughout the world, but many facts about the life of Tolstoy still remain undiscovered. Contemporaries have a completely different idea of this great writer. Interesting facts about the life of Tolstoy will tell what they do not tell at school. The life of this man is full of mysteries and secrets. Lev Tolstoy. Interesting facts about his life are interesting to every reader is the person whose works at least once had to read everyone. This is due to the fact that the school program involves the study of the works of this writer. Interesting facts from the biography of Lev Tolstoy will tell about the personal qualities, talent, activities, and personal life of the great writer. The biography of this man is full of events. Besides, everyone is interested to know how Leo Tolstoy lived. As for little readers will be interested in interesting facts for children. 1. In addition to all known serious literary works, Lev Tolstoy wrote books for children. 2. At the age of 34, Tolstoy married 18-year-old Sophia Bears. 3. His most popular work, War and Peace, Lev Tolstoy did not like. 4. Lev Tolstoy's wife rewrote almost all the works of her lover. 5. Tolstoy was in a very warm relationship with such great writers as Maxim Gorky and Anton Chekhov, but it was the opposite with Turgenev. Once it almost came to a duel with him. 6. Tolstoy's daughter, whose name was Agrippina, lived with her father and was in the process of correcting his texts. 7. Lev Tolstoy did not eat meat at all and was a vegetarian. He even dreamed that there would come a time when all people would stop eating meat. 8. Lev Tolstoy was a gambling personality. 9. He was well versed in English, German and French. 10. Already in his old age Tolstoy stopped wearing shoes, he walked exclusively barefoot. He did this by hardening himself. 11. Lev Tolstoy had a truly terrible handwriting and few people could make it out. 12. The writer considered himself a true Christian, though he had disagreements with the church. 13. Lev Tolstoy's wife was a good hostess, which the writer always boasted about. 14. Lev Tolstoy wrote all his significant works after his marriage. 15. Lev Tolstoy thought for a long time whom to propose to, Sophia or her older sister. 16. Tolstoy participated in the defense of Sevastopol. 17. Tolstoy's literary heritage consists of 165,000 pages of manuscripts and about 10,000 letters. 18. The writer wanted his horse to be buried near his grave. 19. Lev Tolstoy hated barking dogs. 20. Tolstoy did not like cherries. 21. All his life Tolstoy helped the peasants. 22. Lev Tolstoy throughout his life was engaged in self-education. He had no higher education. 23. This writer has been abroad only 2 times. 24. He liked Russia and did not want to leave it. 25. More than once Lev Tolstoy was rude to the church. 26. Lev Tolstoy tried his whole life to do good. 27. At a mature age Leo Tolstoy began to take an interest in India, its traditions and culture. 28. On his first wedding night Lev Tolstoy made his young wife read his diary. 29. This writer was considered a patriot of his country. 30. Lev Tolstoy had many followers. 31. The opportunity to work was Tolstoy's main human treasure. 32. Lev Tolstoy had a very warm relationship with his mother-in-law. He respected and honored her. 33. Tolstoy wrote his novel War and Peace in 6 years. In addition, he corresponded 8 times. 34. Lev Tolstoy was attached to his own family, but after 15 years of married life, the writer and his wife began to have disagreements. 35. As of 2010, there were about 350 descendants of Tolstoy worldwide. 36. Tolstoy had 13 children, 5 of whom died in childhood. 37. One day Tolstoy secretly ran away from home. He did this in order to live the rest of his life alone. 38. Buried Lev Tolstoy in the park in Yasnaya Polyana. 39. Lev Tolstoy was skeptical about his own work. 40. Lev Tolstoy was the first to renounce copyright. 41. Tolstoy liked to play Gorodki. 42. Lev Tolstoy thought the Russian educational system was wrong. He wanted to develop European methods of education in his homeland. 43. Tolstoy's death arose against the background of pneumonia, which he caught while traveling. 44. Tolstoy was a member of a noble family. 45. Lev Tolstoy participated in the Caucasian War. 46. Tolstoy was the fourth child in the family. 47. Tolstoy's wife was 16 years younger than him. 48. Until the end of his days this writer called himself a Christian, although he was excommunicated from the Orthodox Church. 49. Tolstoy had his own church doctrine, which he called Tolstoyism. 50. For the defense of Sevastopol, Lev Tolstoy was awarded the Order of Saint Anne. 51. The writer's lifestyle and worldview were major stumbling blocks in Tolstoy's family. 52. Tolstoy's parents died when he was young. 53. Lev Tolstoy traveled through Western Europe. 54. The first work that Lev Tolstoy wrote as a child was called The Kremlin. 55. In 1862, Tolstoy suffered from a deep depression. 56. Lev Tolstoy was born in the province of Tula. 57. Lev Tolstoy was interested in music and his favorite musicians were Chopin, Mozart, Bach, Mendelssohn. 58. Tolstoy composed a waltz. 59. During active battles Lev Nikolaevich did not stop writing works. 60. Tolstoy had a negative attitude towards Moscow because of the social situation in the city. 61. It was in Yasnaya Polyana that this writer lost many people close to him. 62. The talent of Shakespeare was criticized by Tolstoy. 63. Lev Tolstoy first experienced carnal love at the age of 14, with a gorgeous 25-year-old lady. 64. On the day of the wedding, Tolstoy was left without a shirt. 65. In 1912 the director Yakov Protazanov made a 30-minute silent movie based on the last period of life of Leo Tolstoy. 66. Tolstoy's wife was pathologically jealous. 67. Lev Tolstoy kept a diary in which he wrote about his intimate experiences. 68. As a child, Tolstoy was distinguished by his shyness, modesty, few words. 69. Lev Tolstoy had 3 brothers and a sister. 70. Lev Tolstoy was a polyglot. 71. Despite his own busy schedule, Lev Tolstoy was always a good dad. 72. Tolstoy was fond of Zinaida Modestovna Molostovna, who was a pupil of the Institute for Noble Maidens. 73. Especially strong was Tolstoy's connection with Aksiniya Bazakina, who was a peasant woman. 74. During the matchmaking with Sophia Bears, Lev Nikolaevich maintained a relationship with Aksiniya, who became pregnant. 75. Lev Tolstoy's departure from the family was an embarrassment to his wife. 76. Lev Tolstoy lost his virginity at the age of 14. 77. Lev Tolstoy was convinced that wealth and luxury ruin a man. 78. Tolstoy died at the age of 82. 79. Tolstoy's wife outlived him by 9 years. 80. The wedding of Tolstoy and his future wife was 10 days after their engagement. 81. Psychologists, parsing some of Tolstoy's creative works, came to the conclusion that the writer had suicidal thoughts. 82. While still alive, Lev Tolstoy became the head of Russian literature. 83. Tolstoy's mother was a wonderful storyteller. 84. Tolstoy got married at the age of 34. 85. He lived with Sophia for 48 years. 86. Until his old age the writer did not give a pass to his own wife. 87. After the birth of 13 children Tolstoy's wife physically unable to satisfy the whims of Lev Nikolaevich, so he went left. 88. For this reason, about 250 illegitimate offspring of Tolstoy ran around Yasnaya Polyana, for which he built a school, where he himself taught. 89. When Tolstoy became old, he was unbearable for those around him. 90. Lev Tolstoy considered the number 28 to be special for him, and loved it very much. 91. When Tolstoy's father died, Lev Nikolaevich had to pay off his debts. 92. After the birth of Tolstoy's sister, his mother had labor fever. 93. Tolstoy's estate is a museum. 94. Tolstoy had a great influence on Mahatma Gandhi. 95. Lev Tolstoy got married in the fall. 96. The writer was able to refuse the Nobel Prize. 97. Tolstoy liked to play chess. 98. He was buried without icons, candles, prayers and priests. 99. Lev Tolstoy was inspired to create the world's literary masterpieces by his wife. 100. Lev Tolstoy was obsessed with self-improvement.